I'm trying my very best to understand how folks are surprised that Robyn lied about this whole situation. Girl, she's been fraudulent since her first episode on this show.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video. Girl, let me tell you something. I have so much to say today. Prepare your wigs. Prepare everything. It's the last day of the month. Food stamps hit tomorrow. I need to buy about 2 books, period. But what's going on, y'all? I miss y'all. It's time for a King of Reads video. Got a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to discuss. Y'all seen all of the stuff that's going on with Robyn and Giselle on their podcast and stuff. Robyn apparently lied about her whole situation with her husband cheating during the pandemic, and never really, talked about it too much on this current season about to end of Real Housewives of Potomac. They've already filmed the reunion. Everything is done. So it's just like there is nothing. It's probably not going to be talked about. It's probably already edited. It's just already a thing. But people brought it up, but Robyn act like it didn't exist and it wasn't real and just didn't get talked about. Girl, I have so much to say on that. I just got through watching some of Carlos King's points and stuff. Very intelligent person when it comes to understand reality TV and producing. He is one of the icons of that, period. But I feel like, some of the things he was saying, it's kind of redundant. Like, it's no shade, but the structure of these shows have run their course. And these folks have learned that. Like, these folks have now learned that, hey, this is a job. Like, they are now getting over on the producers and the show. Like, hey, I'm gonna use this. Like, the girls have been trying to find the formula of how not to be overworked by Bravo and these shows. And Giselle and Robyn absolutely give nothing. They give absolutely nothing each season. We gotta talk about NeNe Leakes throwing shade at the Potomac girls, all of that. I have so much to say, but before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and get to this mental health check-in. So I know y'all been like, girl, what's the mental health looking like? She is making her rounds. She's doing her things, girl. I just got word. I think I think my mother said that she was coming to Atlanta to visit me. Girl, that's how serious it is. Like, I literally tweeted about this. I was like, girl, not a little concerned. Love her down. And unfortunately, it's a snowstorm and stuff going on in Memphis, so she won't be able to make it till Monday. And I can't wait to see her because I actually do miss her, and to see her in the house, oh my God, I don't think she's came to my house by herself since I've been here. That'll be interesting for her to just come by herself. I've never experienced her here like by herself. That would be interesting, her like us drinking wine, as us talking and all of that. I wonder how that would go. That would be interesting to see that. That'd be cute. We have a girls' night. But girl, that laugh was ugly. My voice is getting better. I'm getting better. I'm feeling better, looking good, like getting to the things I do. I am so excited about my appointment with my psychologist next Monday. I'm ready for it. I'm just ready for it. The way my therapist chewed me out last week, I was like, girl, I need these drugs. No shade. But I just need to get back on it. And I'm slowly getting there. If I feel good tomorrow, and I might start hitting the gym and stuff to give me some boost in serotonin and all that other stuff. So yeah. But girl, I ain't gonna disturb y'all. Y'all don't care about all of that. But y'all do. Y'all love me sometimes. But I love y'all too. But let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. The tea for today is I'm about to chew the light skin bandits out. Let me tell you something. I can't stand Robyn and Giselle. I don't like neither one of they tacky asses. I don't like them at all. I am not a fan. They have brought absolutely nothing to this last couple of seasons of Real Housewives of Potomac, or even for one season, to be honest. They're very lackluster. The only thing that they bring is their skin tone and their green eyes. Green-eyed goblins, okay? They bring the Reasonably Shady podcast. Is just, y'all are not even shady. Y'all not even reasonably, like, Girl, y'all are not shady. Y'all are not anything. There's nothing shady or funny or quick wit about y'all. Y'all just don't have it. If it wasn't for y'all color, y'all skin, y'all would not be on this show. There's nothing exciting about y'all. Like, girl, y'all are boring as hell. And to find out that Robyn's man was cheating on her during the pandemic, when he was literally cursing her out, well, not cursing her out, but telling her she need to get out the bed. Like, she need to get out the bed during the pandemic. He was telling your ass to get out the bed while he was getting in the bed with another woman. Girl. And I know that's not your fault. I know that's not y'all. But girl, the way you kept this from the producers, you kept this like, you didn't talk about it, y'all didn't acknowledge it or anything. And the secrets are coming out. The tea is spilling that, you know, y'all allegedly band together to come up with this storyline about Chris. And it was just like, I tried to watch this new season. It was just, girl, it was theatrics. It was just theatrics. It was very boring. Boring. I just can't. I had some hope for Potomac. But the ground dump can only do so much. And girl, let me tell you, Karen, I got some words for you too in these $130 candles. Yeah. Y'all gotta do better. Like, it's just, I agreed with Carlos King in saying that he feels like Wendy and Candace are bringing something to the show. And you know why? Because they're dark skinned and they are used to not having anything given to them. They've had to fight for what they get, what they got. They've had to fight. Robyn and Giselle are not used to doing that. They are not. I'm telling y'all from personal experiences, even being in the industry, like doing these things, opportunities that come my way, opportunities that do not come my way. I see some girls who just don't understand how I look like this. Why people are not watching my content? Why is it taking so long for me to grow and all this other stuff? It's just like, because girl, you have no personality. And you're so used to stuff being handed to you that you're not going beyond just that. And a girl like me is used to like, no, being told no. It's like, girl, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. Like, half of these girls, y'all would not last. Like, y'all would not last. Like, Robyn and Giselle, after this show is gone, nobody would be talking about y'all. And the fact that Charlamagne was trying to call them famous, hell no, they're not famous. They're known. I definitely think they're known, but Robyn and Giselle are not walking into a place and the folks are just gagging at them. Like, girl, they walk in Target, it's just like, who are these white women? It's just not giving that. Like, yeah, they're not famous. They're not famous. NeNe Leakes is famous. There's people who recognize NeNe. NeNe can do a podcast called Reasonably Shady. NeNe literally on The Breakfast Club, like a fill-in or whatever she's doing, a guest, whatever. NeNe Leakes is actually perfect for that, to be honest. Like, NeNe Leakes was good. She still carried a little bit of, like, you know, animosity and irritation behind, you know, her not being on a new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta and how they discarded her and all that other stuff. But that's drama. It's kind of her fault. Bravo's fault too. But NeNe Quick Wit was just out here giving it shade and just saying the stuff was funny, entertaining when talking about them. Her voice. NeNe Leakes has people knowing who she was and they don't even watch. They've never seen her season. Like, her reaction videos are used across. Like, NeNe Leakes has many gifts, many things. NeNe Leakes is the moment. Y'all cannot deny that. NeNe Leakes is their girl. No girl people don't even use that many clips from Real Housewives of Potomac. And yes, we can give, oh, they've not been around that long, but there are no iconic moments from Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, not a housewife. There's no iconic moments. Like, there's so many iconic moments from Atlanta. Atlanta is the standard. Like, you know, the last few seasons have been garbage. I don't know what it's been giving. It's just not been, but it's just not been giving. But NeNe Leakes was on there. She was on Breakfast Club. She was just like, girl, they're not famous. And I don't feel like she was being a hater. She was just like, they're not famous. They're not. But she did shade the girls, and she was just like, you know, can't remember necessarily what she was saying, but she was being shady. But NeNe Leakes, you can tell she's, you know, a little bit upset and feel a type of way that she's not going to be on, you know, Housewives. Like that ship has sailed. She's even said that on the Breakfast Club that ship has sailed. That ship has been going, to be honest. And I keep telling the girls time and time again, there's nothing that NeNe Leakes can do to save Real Housewives of Potomac. Real Housewives, there is nothing that NeNe Leakes can do to save Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Bravo franchise of all of the shows is a sinking ship at this point. That version of reality TV is going. It is like, we're tired, and we see why. Like, everything is manufactured. We've been seeing it from Love and Hip Hop. We knew this stuff was overproduced, but it's gotten worse over the last couple of years. It's gotten so worse that it's like, it's giving Jerry Springer at this point. It's like, girl, that shit is on, and I'm at the nail shop, like, and I ain't got no I ain't got cable, I ain't got no basic cable. But nobody is out here like, oh, I mean, like, the girls is okay watching, but it's like, who's still watching that? Like, girl, the iconic moments is, shooter, who's that? And hitting her with a purse, that, or, Mariah fucking your man. Like, iconic moments. But now it's just, these girls need a check. And Robyn needs a check. And she's gonna milk it for what it is. She's going to milk the show for what it is. Like, she went and kept all this tea and then reviewed it on this limited trash podcast. Like, girl, this is not making me go and listen to this podcast every week. Nobody's coming to listen to Robyn and Giselle like that. What, you gonna give us an update on more hats and stuff that you're selling? Like, I don't want to hear Robyn and Giselle. Robyn and Giselle have never said anything interesting to me. Like, it's just nothing. But, you know, it is what it is. The girls have been chewing it up. It's gonna be interesting to see how this is like perceived, because folks are asking for her to be let go and reprimanded, because they reminded folks that Kenya, when she kept her marriage from the cameras, they chopped her. It was another situation that happened. They chopped them. Like, Robyn, it needs to be the same thing. And honestly, y'all can chop Robyn and do something. Let Giselle figure it out herself. I think that'll be actually cute. Let Robyn be pull back, reprimand her, let Giselle figure it out, and use their budget from Robyn not being there to pay for a better trip. Like, I don't know. It's just not giving to me. I think Robyn definitely needs to be lashings, lies about the whole thing with her husband, even though that stuff happened. Girl, it's just a mess. Moving on. I already talked about NeNe Leakes, Breakfast Club. I think she's doing a good job. What I saw when I like, okay, well, this is cute. Now, Chef Wade, the colorist chef, who learned how to scramble eggs and took away his colorism, was ready, has released an apology. It's like a 4-page letter, and I enclosed it with embalming fluid, because that man is, to me, that to me, I just do not care. I did not read it, don't care, all the other stuff. So he has resigned from his DA job. I think I've already talked about this, but he did release a little apology stuff, and I think this was a forced resignation. I think it was definitely giving force, and I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did resign. Like, I'm glad that happened, girl. I don't want to talk about him because I feel like my skin is getting lighter talking about that. Let's move on and make these plates for these men. Beyonce's possible tour. What? Huh? Get your credit cards ready. Beyonce kind of finding me in a kind of off moment. I ain't got the coin right now. I'm paying off some debt. Trying to say ain't in debt. Say unbounce my checks. Come on, got to be real. Say ain't in debt. But girl, you can't bounce checks like you used to no more. Damn, times have changed. Cause I remember I used to bounce some checks to get some gas in my car. Girl, there was some times, 2005, 2006, girl, like, let that check bounce so I can get some gas, girl. Remember you used to keep $1 in your account and just use it at the gas station and feed your tank up, girl. They don't let they do that no more. They'll them banks to learn. But I think Wells Fargo would let me do that. They're like, girl, we're gonna let you slide. I let you get away with it again. But you try it again. That is hilarious. But girl, Beyonce tour, possibly. A lot of folks been talking about it. Like, she's gonna drop it tomorrow. Tour ticket stuff. Apparently that was something posted on our radio. It was snatched down. I don't know, girl. There were some credible folks who were saying there might be some stuff coming tomorrow. Very curious of that. I just want the visuals whenever she has a chance to drop those. Go ahead and drop that Netflix thing. I want to hear about it. Also, I did hear that one of my faves was working on a Netflix documentary or something. I did, but I wonder if he's going to drop it this year or if they're going to drop it next year. But apparently, a little birdie told me that Lil Nas X might be working on something with Netflix. I don't know how true it is, but it might be true. So, girl, we'll see. And I didn't hear this from Lil Nas X. I don't talk to him like that, girl. But yeah, I'm excited about this possible tour. I think it's going to be amazing. But girl, I'm going to Ari Lennox concert in February. I might go to SZA. I might, just because. But Beyonce, how much will y'all give for B? How much is like? How much is y'all burning y'all Affirm account to? How much y'all burning through? I'll give B. I'll give her about 15. I'll give her about 1,500. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll give her about $1,500. Depending on where I'm at. I'll give her about 1,500. I want to see B. I want to experience it. I've not had a chance to in the last year, so like, I'm just taking all of it. But I'll spend about 15 or 2. 15 or 2. Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be worth every. I need to be closer. I want to be close to B. I want to be close to her. Give it up for B, baby. I want to be close to B. I want to see. But I don't know if I believe it. Do I believe it? I don't know. But we'll see. Let's talk about You People. I have not watched it. Kenya Barris will not be letting me into his light skinematic universe. Not interested in it at all. But they did say that the movie was trash, just as I thought. It was a couple of points. They said Lauren London has the acting skills of Michael B. Jordan. Y'all ain't shit. Lauren London, I couldn't take her serious. A lot of folks were making comments about Lauren London being light-skinned and Nia Long and Eddie Murphy both being like, girl, what's going on? Like, what? I have no interest in seeing this film. I have no interest in watching it. I have no, not even from a watching it and dragging it on Patreon. But y'all should be subscribed to my Patreon. Now the Patreon's dragging and say, hey, Justin, watch it. I'll do it. Now make sure y'all sign up to Patreon, point blank on a period. But I just don't have any interest in watching it, girl. I have been watching Last of Us. That's one of my favorite shows. Been reviewing it on Patreon. Loving that. But I did see a lot of conversations about Jonah Hill and him being attractive compared to Lauren London. Like, this is not a believable couple. I feel like Jonah Hill is definitely funny. I've enjoyed him in some stuff in the past, but I don't like how people have been talking about him and people have been critiquing his body and stuff for the last week. Apparently he did an interview and he said that he will not be doing any more press tours for movies. He's not doing it anymore because people pick apart his body all the time, like they do. And that's literally what has happened since this movie has been out. Like, people have compared him and said, why would Lauren London be in a relationship with him? Blah, blah, blah. Folks said, well, girl, have you ever been to Brooklyn? Have you ever been to LA? Like, girl, it happens. I don't feel like Jonah Hill. I don't know. I don't really find white men attractive like that, so that's one. But I will say this. I am tired of seeing people pick apart like bodies, people's shapes and how they look. I am so tired of that, especially fat folks. I'm so tired of that. And I was having a conversation with somebody who had a lot of respect for today, and we were talking about who's very intelligent. One of the smartest folks who I knew, but their commentary, their comments on this love after lockup situation, like, y'all know about the fat dark skinned woman, in love with the Fed, and you know, people have been dragging her body and stuff and all this week, last 2 weeks or whatever. And I was having a conversation and the person just was saying, oh, I mean, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. And it's just very, I'm trying to explain to them how we shouldn't be out here coming on her body and talking about her stuff, like talking about her like that. And he just completely dismissed everything I said. Like, he completely dismissed everything I said. Like, and I'm like, I'm not even getting into the real like conversation. I'm just saying like, hey, at the very least, we shouldn't be out here critiquing this woman's body. And when I tell you that just really just, it made me just so uncomfortable. Like, it just made like how easy it is to just, oh my God, black gay men, y'all are like, we got some work to do. Y'all are some clear misogynists. Like, it is bad. Like, that's one of the things I've noticed, like, while being single and being introduced to new men, is like, a lot of these black gay men like hate black women. They hate themselves. Like, it's just disgust. If it's not meeting somebody who's R. Kelly apologist, if it's not somebody out here talking about pronouns are too much and this is too much, somebody dealing with internalized femphobia, I'm just like, girl, my mind is just so aware now that I just don't even see myself laying next to somebody who thinks these things. Like, some folks are literally laying next to folks who do not like folks living with HIV. Like, that's how bad, like, I can't, even as a person who is HIV negative, if you are HIV negative and you laying next to somebody who like talks trash about people living with HIV, you need to leave. You need to leave. Cause that can be you. That can be him too. Like, girl, it's bad. Like, it's, ooh, girl, send flood. Send flood, girl, I'm done. But that's all I got in this King Reese video, girl. I think I done gave y'all the tea for today. I done dragged and I done tagged and I did all of the things. Let me know how y'all thought about all the stuff I talked about today. Let me know what y'all think about Robyn. Should she be fired? Should she be reprimanded? Absolutely. If you don't agree, flush your face down the toilet. That's all I got. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.